types of personal protective equipment, or PPE, that are used to protect workers in healthcare settings. A surgical mask is not a respirator, and that's an important distinction for you and your employer to understand. So let's review the significant differences between a respirator and a surgical mask. What is a respirator? A respirator is a type of personal protective equipment designed to reduce your exposure to airborne contaminants. Respirators are available in different types and sizes, and the respirator you use must be individually selected to fit your face and to provide a tight seal. A proper seal between your face and the respirator forces inhaled air to be pulled through the respirator's filter material and not through gaps between your face and the respirator. If your supervisor requires you to use a respirator, it must be NIOSH certified and must be used in the context of a comprehensive respiratory protection program according to OSHA's Respiratory Protection Standard 29 CFR 1910.134, which includes but is not limited to medical evaluation, fit testing, and training elements. Respirators are used routinely to protect healthcare workers against airborne infectious diseases, such as tuberculosis, anthrax, SARS, and hantavirus, because they protect against both large and small particles. What is a face mask? A face mask is a loose-fitting, disposable mask that covers your nose and mouth. Surgical masks, dental masks, medical procedure masks, isolation masks, and laser masks are all types of face masks. Face masks help stop large droplets from being spread by the person wearing them, whether that person is a patient or a healthcare worker. Face masks also keep splashes or sprays from reaching the mouth and nose of the person wearing them. However, face masks are not designed or certified to seal tightly against your face or to prevent the inhalation of small airborne contaminants. During inhalation, small airborne contaminants pass through gaps between the face and the face mask and the material of the mask. Remember, face masks are not considered respirators, and they do not provide respiratory protection. Only face masks that are cleared by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA for short, may be legally marketed in the United States. The FDA approval signifies that they have been tested for their ability to resist splashes of blood and other body fluids. To offer protection, both face masks and respirators need to be worn correctly and consistently throughout the time they are being used. When used properly, face masks and respirators both play an important role in preventing exposures to different types of hazards. If you need the protection of both a face mask and a respirator, you can use a surgical N95 respirator. Surgical N95 respirators offer protection from both airborne and body fluid contaminants and are approved by both NIOSH and the FDA. During an infectious disease outbreak, such as SARS or pandemic flu, face masks and respirators should be used in conjunction with other controls and interventions that are known to prevent the spread of infection. These include engineering and administrative controls, such as installing sneeze guards and permitting teleworking, and work practices such as cough etiquette, hand hygiene, and avoiding large gatherings. For additional information on respiratory protection in the workplace, consult this website. Mention or visual display of the name of any company or product in this video does not constitute endorsement by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. This video provides a brief overview and general information regarding respirator use in your workplace. It does not cover all of the
Over 3 million workers in the United States are required to wear respiratory protection within their job functions. The N95
The mission of the National
National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, National Personal Protective Technology Laboratory, is to prevent work-related injury, illness, and death by advancing the state of knowledge and application of personal protective. The mission of the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, National Personal Protective Technology Laboratory, is to prevent work-related injury, illness, and death by advancing the state of knowledge and application of personal protective technologies. One unique aspect of our mission is our authority to certify respirators to protect the nation's workforce against inhalation hazards. Every day, millions of workers across America rely on respirators for protection on the job. Respirators are used in most industries, including industries such as agriculture, healthcare, mining, and firefighting. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health is part of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and is the federal organization responsible for preventing work-related injury, illness, and death. It's our job at NIOSH and PPTL to ensure that all respirators used in the workplace meet rigid quality and performance standards. In fact, all workplace respirators are required to be tested and approved by NIOSH before they are used in a workplace. Only then can they carry the NIOSH mark. Hundreds of applications for product certifications are submitted to NIOSH every year from across the globe. Yet only those that meet the NIOSH requirements, about 65% of those submitted, are granted approval. Worldwide, more than 100 approval holders manufacture NIOSH-approved respirators for use in the United States internationally. What does it mean to be NIOSH-approved? Manufacturers who want to market a respirator for workers in the United States must submit a comprehensive approval package consisting of performance tests, drawings, packaging and label specifications, detailed user instructions, respirator samples, and a quality plan for making the product, as well as a quality assurance manual for the entire manufacturing facility in which it's made. NIOSH carefully reviews the data and performs rigorous testing to quality, performance, and design specifications. If the product does not meet NIOSH standards, the product cannot be labeled and marketed as NIOSH approved. If the respirator meets NIOSH standards, the manufacturer receives a testing and certification number, which appears on the product label along with the NIOSH name. Once the product has been tested and certified by NIOSH, any future changes to the certification must be submitted to NIOSH for approval. Workers, as well as employers, can verify whether they are using genuine NIOSH-certified respirators. Simply find the TC number and check it against the list of approved respirators on the NIOSH website. But the NIOSH certification process does not stop there. Even after they are approved, respirators are monitored to ensure that they continue to meet uncompromising NIOSH standards. NIOSH and PPTL will investigate any workplace situation involving a NIOSH-certified respirator when a problem is found with an approved respirator. Through product audits, reports by customers, test failures, and even reports from approval holders. Respirators are retested. If necessary, manufacturers are asked to make corrections to the product. In some cases, the respirators are recalled from the marketplace. Ensuring that all personal protective respirators meet uncompromising NIOSH standards is vital to the health and safety in the workplace, impacting not only American workers, but the ones they love. When it comes to personal protective respirators, know it's NIOSH approved and you can breathe